the North Texas Mean Green and the Kent State Golden Flashes. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. And the Golden Flashes headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Payne. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes.
And listen to this crowd. On the opening play of the game, the defense picks up a huge sack and they force a negative play. And just imagine, David, being this quarterback for a moment. You were already facing a lot of pressure. You were already facing a great pass rush. And it just feels like a tidal wave of emotion putting you in a hole early in the game. It'll be interesting to see how this offense can respond.
Yeah. Makes the grab in their space. He's at the 50. The 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole nine. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long gain. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on 2nd and short. Rush right in his face. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Straight ahead, it's Payne. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, North Texas. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smalls. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after the completion. Drops back on first down. Makes the grab. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. The Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for a man. It's Henderson. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Making the adjustment on the play. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch, it's Hills. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the middle. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Kent State. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They'll need a bunch on second down. Wants to throw. It's Henderson. He'll pull it down and run. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Fake to the back, wants to throw it. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. North Texas really has it going on offense. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw one first. Way off target there.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Holds on, it's Walton. Got room at the 35. Turning on the jet. And he scores! Touchdown, Mean Green!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. They're all over him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through one quarter.
North Texas, 14, Kent State, 7.
So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He's changing the play. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. There he goes. Touchdown, North Texas. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He'll bring it out. It's Smalls. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Golden Flash's offense ready to get this drive started. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Look out! Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Second down, gonna throw it. Under pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
He's going to throw deep right side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
And, man, that has to be frustrating for this defense. You give up a big play, what do you want the secondary to do? Man, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback at some point. And he kept going. He kept having time to go through. If I'm a defensive back, I'm going right to the defensive line. Hey, bro, can we get some pressure on the quarterback, man? That's
And he is sacked, and the quarterback's going to be kicking himself for staying in the pocket a little too long on that one.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Makes the grab on the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, and still on his feet. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That is such a big play for the offense. A lot of these fourth down pass plays are just designed to pick up the first. They get even more. They get an explosive play, and that has got to be huge for the offense's confidence.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Payne. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Gets the back moving. Sets his feet. It's Henderson. Right side, it's Payne. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Rush is on. And that ball's free behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. North Texas can dig into that playbook on 2nd and short. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
You know, it's a good decision by...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Sells to run, looking to pass. Here comes the heat. He sacked this defense all over it.
Yeah, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green. How about that shot into the end zone, and he makes the grab for the score. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
That makes it North Texas 28, Kent State 14.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Catch in the middle, it's Lovett.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Left side is Worley. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the first down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy first down.
Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Looking downfield very late in the half. Between the hashes, it's Lovett. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Golden Flashes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Drops back on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it for a big play. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The snap sets up to throw. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. just about set to get this second half underway. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So here comes Kent State's offense, ready to get this drive underway. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the golden flashes in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They aren't deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Throws it deep. Goes high to pull it in. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Changing the routes with his receivers.
Return. Right. Bubba. Level. Blue. Hydro. Go!
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And that's disappointing for this offense. I mean, you talked about it at halftime, like we got to come out, start.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down.
Sweep. Return. Freeze. Booster. Slide. Go.
Snapped on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted to 4th down to keep the drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Wants to throw on first. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Breaks into the open at the 30. Inside the... In with the pick 6. Touchdown, North Texas. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't